Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Messer, along with Tim Stanovic. Let's get to some stocks on the move. With us is the managing editor for Bloomberg Markets Live blog, Christine Aquino, back with us. And looking at some names on the move, where do you want to start? Jefferies?
Let's start with Jefferies, Carol, because we did just get their results. A bit of a mixed bag. So the top line, quite disappointing. And so we're seeing declines actually in Jefferies shares after hours. So ticker JEF, those shares are down just over 1% at the moment. And really the headline was that EPS miss, right? 85 cents versus 93 cents year on year. And the estimate was for 88 cents. But then when you look at their net revenue, that is up more than 5% year on year at $2.07 billion. And slightly higher than the estimates. But then asset management down 41% year on year. So clocking in at $187 million. But then capital markets investment banking up 15%, $1.88 billion. So really across the board results here for Jefferies. But the stock, I think, is going with that EPS miss.
And that auto parts supplier, right? They did take a hit on that.
Absolutely.
Drop in quarterly profit, a $30 million pre-tax loss tied to the collapse of the auto parts supplier First Brands Group. So it's something we talked about a lot in 2025. So interesting to see that impact. Where shall we go next?
Let's go to AbbVie.
Yeah, let's go to AbbVie. Okay. We love pharma M&A news, of course, though this one supposedly apparently may not be happening. So AbbVie shares, ticker ABBV. So those are down just 0.8%, 0.8% after hours. So the latest news here is that apparently the company's saying that it's not in talks to acquire cancer drug maker Revolution Medicines, because earlier we did get a report from the Wall Street Journal saying that they could be in advanced talks to purchase Revolution. That would have been a deal worth $20 billion. And
stock rallied right today on this
exactly.
news.
Yeah, and so very interesting now that we're getting this response from AbbVie clarifying that they are not in talks at the moment. But yeah, the acquisition would have given them a foothold in the pancreatic cancer market. That's expected to expand tenfold to more than $3 billion by 2035, according to Bloomberg Intelligence. And Revolution has a drug that is leading that sector. So that was what was at stake in those potential talks. But as of the moment, not happening.
Just very briefly, 20 seconds on Raytheon.
Raytheon, well, the parent company RTX, those shares are up more than 3% now, but whipsawing after President Trump, of course, saying on Truth Social that Raytheon has been the least responsive to the needs of the Department of Defense and threatening to cut ties with a defense contractor. Earlier declines, though, but now seems to be recovering after hours, Tim.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.